Okay guys, something a little bit different today. We're going to play a little game called Who Wants to Be a Right Back? So who'd like to go first?
Synker sammen til segersråpen, Maltan Grindavik. Og jeg vet, vi vakner i dag.
Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to Grindavik on The Impossible Dream. It's Season 6, Episode 8 today. We face Benfica and Liverpool in the Champions League, and because that's not difficult enough, we do it without any right-backs. It's probably behind my head here, but Luke Matheson is out for up to 2 months with a lower back stress fracture, which sounds incredibly painful. So we're without him for, well, to be honest, for 2 months is taking us into the end of November. So we're missing him for quite a bit of this Champions League campaign. And of course, as we've seen many, many times, Niall Huggins is loving an injury this season. It's broken ribs. Not really his fault in a way. You can't prevent broken ribs. They just kind of happen, don't they? But 3 to 6 weeks he's out. So definitely for the Benfica game away, possibly for Liverpool at home, we don't have a right back. And that is problematic, to say the least. Now, there was 2 games left in the league season, so let's go and wrap that up. The first game to catch you up on in that league, of course, was against KR. We took the lead when Dyche's shot was redirected by Cappiello. Cisse got our second, before Dyche tapped in our third. But KR got a late goal back. So it was a very, very comfortable win after the disappointment, of course, against, who did we play? Karabakh, wasn't it? So yeah, it was, I mean, it meant nothing ultimately. We would have rather win in Europe and we've already won the league. So yeah, good performance though, so that's something. Final game in the league was against our local rivals, Keflavik. Magnuson gave us the lead. Hutchinson crossed for Dyche to make it 2-0. And Bergson got our third, before Hutchinson and Dyche combined again to make it 4-0 at half-time. Hakanatsen got a debut goal for our fifth. And then crossed for Anton Knutsen to make it 6-0. Before Olmarksen made it 7. So a very satisfying way to end the league season. Now, they did go down to 10 men after half an hour. We were already 3-0 up at that point, but it was just an absolute cruise, to be honest. Now, there was 1 or 2 new names there. Now, Anton Knutsen, you may remember him from our cup run, our cup games this season. Hakanatsen, though, is going to be a new one. Let's have a quick look at him. There's not maybe, he's not going to be a star of the team, but was a good opportunity to give him a bit of game time. He played well, to be fair to him. A goal and an assist off the bench is not to be sneezed at. I don't think he's one for us, though, but definitely for the rest of the league, and we'll try and keep developing him how best we can to make sure he goes off and plays somewhere else in Iceland and hopefully does a good job for them. So that wraps up the league season. And so this is how the league table finished up. It was us obviously winning the league quite comfortably. Breidablik and Folgner. Breidablik got them on goal difference in the end. And you can see the rest of the table there. KA and Leichner are the teams going down. Now, it's really annoying that Leichner went down because we gave him 100 grand for Bergson, let's not forget. And clearly, they've not invested that money wisely. So that is a shame. If we're looking at who's coming up next year, it will be Fram, and then one of IBV, Vala, IA, or Poor. So we'll see how that goes. Of course, IA, we've given them 100 grand for one of their players as well. So maybe it would be good if they come up with that little bit of extra money they can perhaps spend to try and keep themselves there and build themselves into a sustainable top flight club. Even we can see Folgner were the winners last season, and they did really well. They're in Europe now for next season. And there were some records broken this season. We've got most points. Hutchinson set a record for the highest average match rating, taking that off Cappiello of last season. Hutchinson set a new record for assists, breaking Moa's record of a few years ago now. And also a record for Hutchinson for most Man of the Match awards, although in truth, he's done it probably by playing less games because 5 is still the record. So yeah, a very, very good season for us. Now, in terms of some league awards here, the Golden Boot, we can see there it went to Helgi Gudjonsson, who just always scores against us. He's another one that's going in danger of becoming the new Ap Gareth, but of course I don't want to sign players that are playing well from other teams in the league. Gadini, 14 goals, probably played half the games that Gudjonsson did and still almost got the Golden Boot. So yeah, very, very good there. And in terms of player of the year, team of the year, things like that, that hasn't been announced as of yet. So that is everything caught up on the league. Let's go and have a look at what we're doing here against Benfica. Away from home, we're expecting a 4-2-3-1 out of them. Now, of course, last season we played them in their home ground in the Europa League, and we got a 2-2 draw. I would absolutely love for that to happen again. Let's have a look at who's going out here. So it's Rafason who is going in goal. Andreasen is back, but not quite fit. We could play him, but to be honest, we'll give Rafason a game and help him keep developing. JNU, Andreasen, Selukvazic, and Kembwala is going to be the man filling in at right back. The reason he's doing it is because he's quick, basically. I'm hoping that that he'll just be able to do something. I don't know. He's not going to do well getting forward. In fact, we might even just stick him in more of a support role because, let's face it, that's not going to be what he does today. Junior Onana comes in, moves forward, in fact, for the suspended Antonio. Turpitson and Bakali will be in midfield. Cisse, Rocky as an inverted winger, though, please, Mr. Rocky. And Gadini, of course, will be the man going up front. All right, well, look at that. Matty Ryan is in goal for them. Excellent stuff, mate. Good to see him getting himself another big club. Abel Ruiz is which we have him at Leeds United, I want to say. He's quite a good player. João Mario is there. There's some names, isn't there? So, yeah, a little bit concerning. Peter Musa is a name that sounds familiar. So I went to school with a Peter Musa. He's a bit of a dick, to be honest. But anyway, hopefully he doesn't watch. He's in jail. It's fine. All right, what do we want to say? I think we've just got to say just ignore the praise we're getting, and it's absolutely fine. And there we go. Nervous looking Gadini. That's all good. And here we go. So they are playing as expected, which is always nice. And yeah, well, hopefully Matty Ryan has an off day for us. Somehow I think it's going to be up to, we actually need their front players to have an off day, don't we? But we'll see how we go here. Antonio missing is obviously a big miss. And the right back situation isn't great. But outside of that, I've got confidence in the team. I mean, we saw Onana step forward before and do a good job. So hopefully he does the same thing. And I mean, let's be honest. Benfica away is not a game we're expecting too much from. Last season was just an absolute miracle, to be honest. It was really good that we did get something from them. But I don't think we'll be relying on that too often. And then Liverpool at home is, well, that's just scary, isn't it? Better than Liverpool away, to be fair, but still not great. But let's have a little bit of faith here. What can we do from a set piece? Can we get... Oh, it's unmarked. And Salovadzi looked suspiciously like he didn't know what was going on there. He's good. To be fair, he does have two men over. It's not the best marking. And to be actually, no. He's just looked very guilty there, but he's done everything he can. We just weren't marking correctly or something. I don't know what's happened there. So disappointing as ever to concede from a set piece. It's always the worst way, isn't it? There's a part of me that doesn't necessarily mind conceding from open play to an extent because, you know, these players are in all likelihood better players than we have. What is annoying, and this is trouble... Oh, and Rafason is just looking a little bit nervous, perhaps. And this is all the signs of going very, very wrong. 2-0 down after 24 minutes. And, yeah, Jianyu just needed to take his man down or just get the ball a bit more, didn't he? Rafason he was left exposed. There's not too much he could have done, but he didn't really commit himself either way, either, did he? We'll try to demand more, but here we go. The axe gets it forward. Flicked on there by Selovadzi. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, this is a disaster, isn't it? All right. We're going to just try and protect ourselves. This is potentially going very wrong. Do you get the feeling they remember that we nicked a point off them here last season and they're determined not to let that happen again? Look at the Grindavik faithful, though. Where are they? They've gone over here somewhere. And that is now 3-0 inside 30 minutes. Maybe they're... I wonder if they're like... they have Keflavik as a junior partner club and they're just trying to make up for that. But, yeah, this is going very wrong. All right, let's try calm down. Just relax, guys. Just relax. Try not to Yeah, I mean, it's not great that we're anxious. That's certainly not helping things. We've not done anything in that first half to suggest we belong here. I know we can rescue a draw from this match, and it would be an incredible result if we did. Keep going. I mean, what else can you say? Yeah. Do we have anybody on the bench that I think could change things? Maybe Hutchinson for Rocky, who's on a booking and not playing well. That might make a little bit of sense. So you come on, Hutch, and we'll just get 2 wide players going. I wonder if we just get rid of this. Probably don't want to look for overlaps. We'll try and raise the tempo up a bit and see what happens. We'll basically do the opposite of what we've done there and see if anything changes. Jen Yu wins the ball back nicely. Here we go with Hutchinson. To Turpinson, gets it forward. Nice ball there for Cisse. Can he find Gadini in the middle? There's only the 3 defenders on him, so it should be fine. Onana. Onana! Oh! Well, that's better, isn't it? Much, much better. I think the goal now has got to very much be don't finish bottom of the league group here, but you struggle to see that happening, don't you? This second half has already been so much better. This is what we should have done the first half, isn't it? But anyway, let's see if we can get ourselves a consolation goal. I did toy with the idea of playing sort of a 3 centre-backs and a sort of a wing-back instead of a right-back. And there's a bit of a mix-up there. Gadini counters, and here comes the comeback. It's 3-1. Much, much better, guys. Much, much better. Putting a little bit of pressure on them. And, well, they've not dealt with it. Goalkeeper and defender get themselves in a mess, and Gadini is just there to tap it into an empty net. Okay, that's better. Now, what if we go from balance back to positive? And, yeah, well, we've won the second half, and that's pretty much all we could have asked for. Can we get a late goal back here again? And that is just over from the Axe. And that'll do it. 3-1 in Benfica is not the... It's such a shame about that first half, isn't it? Because we were terrible there. Second half, we've shown that we can compete at this level. We just can't do it over 90 minutes on the evidence of that. But, yeah, well, let's see how Liverpool goes. So Operation Don't Finish Bottom is going okay. We're currently, 31st. Midtjylland and Salzburg and AZ have much worse goal differences than us. Now, of course, when we face Liverpool, that could change because they've just won 7-1. Which is absolutely terrifying, isn't it? But anyway, wait right there. We will face the Liverpool side next. And we do better than 7-1. We're better than RB Leipzig. Let's go with that. Okay, welcome back. We are getting ready to face Liverpool, and let's hope we can follow the lead of the kids who have beaten Liverpool's under-18s in the Youth Champions League. Now, this sort of has started. I meant to update you at the front of the episode, but forgot, obviously. You can see here, we are currently sitting 8th. We've played 3 games. We have beaten Liverpool, we have drawn Benfica, and we have beaten Karabag. So, stunning start from the kids. Let's hope that continues, and well, they're showing the way for the seniors to make sure we can go and nick something off Liverpool at home here, which would be a massive upset. But surely Grindavik's kids taking something off Liverpool's a massive upset as well. Let's have a look and see what we're doing here. We are expecting a 4-3-3 out of them. It's our first look of Endrick in the series. So he is, of course, the one the kid everybody wants in this version of the game. Now, we are making a few tweaks and changes. Andreasen is back fit, so he comes in goal for this one. Janu, we're going to go with Serlukvadze and Junior Onana as the back two. Kembwala will have to continue at right back. The reason for this, Axe is he's just not quite where we need him to be. I think he's fading a little bit physically as well. Yes, he's very good in the air, but so is Serlukvadze, and I just think maybe at this point he offers a little bit more in terms of being able to play out from the back as well. Antonio comes back in with Turbenson, and Bakali who keeps his place in midfield despite maybe not doing brilliantly last time out. Let's actually go and stick Capiello in there. Cisse and Hutchinson will be the wide players. Gadini will be up front, and well, let's hope that we can nick anything off Liverpool. Maybe even just a non-humiliating defeat. All right, so we can see the team sheets there. The Nicolos are in midfield for them, it looks like. Endrick, Mo Salah, who 6 years in will be aging, won't he, at this point? So this Adrian Mendes is a cracking centre-back. He was at Copenhagen, and I did have a sneaky go of trying to sign him. Unfortunately for us, we're up against Liverpool, so that didn't quite happen. There's no pressure on you here, boys. No one expects us to get a result. Just go out there and, well, try not to be 3-0 down at half-time. It'd be a nice start. All right, and here we go. Liverpool come to our stadium, whose name I cannot say, and looking forward to the new Grindavik stadium. I've got to be honest. But yeah, I mean, this won't be comfortable for them. It's a long way to go from Liverpool to Grindavik, and no doubt we've not made life comfortable for them so far. Not many Liverpool fans have made. Let's be honest. If Liverpool were playing in Iceland, it would be an absolute... There'd be so many fans, wouldn't there? Because it's supposed to be... I've never really been outside of Reykjavik Airport, and it's supposed to be a stunning country. As Roof Watch returns, looking increasingly rust-free, which is good. Yeah, I mean, the only issue maybe is October-ish. It might be getting a little chilly, but it can't be any worse than Liverpool, surely, in terms of weather. Godini, just thought he might have had a chance there, I think. We are sitting back a little bit deeper when I looked at the way they were vertical tiki-taka side, and obviously Endrick up front, he's quite pacey. And what we didn't want is for him to get in behind us. And, well, that's what's happened there. And unfortunately, well, I should say fortunately, he's put that wide. We've not had much possession, which is maybe to be expected given the quality of team we're up against here. We should maybe just go back to balance as well. Attacking Liverpool, possibly not the smartest idea I've had. We've got a corner to defend. We have worked on defending corners and set pieces before this one. Kambwala goes out. Oh, Endrick, and it looked like it took a deflection. And it's another goal from a set piece in Europe. At least we're not getting just out jumped for the ball. But what has happened here? First ball away. Back out we go. Kambwala has... Oh, it has too. It's Sulukvadze has got a block on it. It looks like he blocked it again, and it's gone in off the arm of Andreasen as well. It's unlucky. Free kick. Andreasen makes a big save. Always a good goalkeeper. Good to have him back. I think Rafason is definitely the future of... but for right now, Andreasen is doing a really, really good job. And, yeah, I mean, we will probably have to sell him at some point just to make way. If you're wondering where Rafason is, he played in for the under-19s against Liverpool. I saw more benefit in him doing that than sitting on the bench for this one, basically. So that's why he's not on the bench for this one. The game's same day. They couldn't play in both. We've not really done anything in that one, but I can't really say we've been unlucky, can I? Let's dig in. We've got some anxious-looking defenders, which is not ideal. We've still got some anxious-looking defenders. I mean, to be fair to Kambwala, he's playing right back against... Who's he playing against? Probably Mo Salah in a position that he doesn't know. So you could understand why he's a little bit anxious and nervous about things. Let's try getting rid of all this again. And, I mean, 1-0 to Liverpool would not be the worst result for us, would it? This could be 2-0, though. It's a very good place for a free kick to be taken from. And he has put it just over the top. So we've got away with one there. Onana's got himself a booking. Here we go again. Defending a set piece. Again, we're able to head it away. Can we defend the second ball, which is increasingly looking like it's going to be the weak point now. We can head the first ball away. Second ball, though, is a problem. That's offside, isn't it? I'm sure VAR will check it. And are we going to get a Liverpool decision? We are not. Excellent. Grindavik, maybe. All right. I tell you what, we may have got away with one there. That's a sort of decision that the goal should probably stand, shouldn't it? But anyway, here we go again. Liverpool. Turpitson not having a great game. We do have options, I think, don't we? I wonder if we go with Bakali in there. See what he can do, as we've been just ripped apart through the middle. Sulukvadze's not having a good game, only playing a 6-2. We had been playing a higher line. I wonder... We've seen a few times that they've tried to do that to us, just play it through. So I don't know that a higher line is necessarily going to help us. You could argue that it's going to make the risk of that more, but perhaps they're doing it anyway. Perhaps we do just need to step up and go and try and put some pressure on them. Let's try a focus. And Camboila's being beaten there by Mo Salah, who has a go. Andreasen's got that covered, though. And that is the highlight. Yeah, see, maybe we do need to push up a little bit more. Although we have Liverpool coming forward again, so let's not make that decision too soon. Is Antonio going to get himself sent off for his second Champions League game, which would be slightly annoying. He's offside again there, I think, ref. Well, it's 3-0 anyway. All right, so look, Vadzi is just not having a good game, so let's get the axe on. And yeah, we might need to have a little rethink about how we go about these games in Europe. Let's try. We'll see what Bakali can do here. Ball in. Good ball in. It's back across goal. And Hutchinson, he's offside. Come on, VAR. Give it to us. Give it to us, VAR. We've scored against Liverpool. Good ball in. He's onside. You can see what he did look, to be fair, he did look maybe a little bit like he could be offside. But it's been given, and without a right back, it's 3-1. We've scored a goal. Camboila's won that back. Cisse has lost it again, though. And well, I think what we've learnt here is we do maybe need to risk the high line. I do wonder if what we maybe need to do, though, is have a defender on cover. We could probably try that now and just see if that makes us any better. Onana is probably not the best man for. What a save again from Andreasen. As I say, Raffordson is the future. We're not going to give up on Andreasen just yet, though, because he is looking so good. Jianu gets it all behind for another corner. And let's see if we can win the ball back off them high up the pitch here. There's still, 8 or so minutes to go here. If we could get a goal, though we do look much more likely to concede one than score one, it has to be said. I wonder, Cisse not covering himself in glory out there. Let's try getting Rocky on out over there on that right-hand side. Jianu gets it back. And we'll try again. Antonio gets it wide. Cisse down for Bakali. Bakali forward for Gadini. Gadini's in. Gadini's in! Gadini scores! It's 3-2, and this might not be done yet. Are we going to take an unlikely point off of Liverpool? Now, they were top of the Champions League standings. Good work and good finish from Gadini. He just knows what to do, doesn't he? That's probably a good point to remind everybody, if you haven't as yet, or you want to nominate another player or other players for for Team of the Year. No, what's it called? Player of the Year. Don't forget to go and do that. And it's probably the last kick of the game. Can we get it up the other end? It's just over the top from Liverpool. And we do have another highlight. They're putting pressure on us. Can we go over the top of them? Rocky gets it forward. It's one back, though. It's Axe to Capiello. Jianu to Hutchinson. It's not going to happen, is it? Hutchinson, can he get a ball forward? No, he's lost out. And Onana on the cover. Axe cleans things up. Andreasen. We're building from the back. We've still got about 30 seconds here. Can we... Oh, just not quite happening, is it? Camboila should have that if he doesn't take his time too badly. He clears it into touch, and that will probably be that. But we've given Liverpool a little bit of a fright here. Can we go and have we won the second half? No, it was 1-0 at half-time, wasn't it? So we've drawn the second half. And there we go. So we've not disgraced ourselves there. That's been promising. Obviously, it's still a defeat. It's not great in that sense. But yes, Vadzi did not play well. But yeah, there we go. That's promising, I'd say. So we drop to 34th in the table. There's only 3 teams without a point, of which we are one. We do have the better goal difference, though. But if we do go all the way up to the top, I mean, Liverpool have won 3 from 3. So there's absolutely no shame in that result whatsoever. So Liverpool produced dominant performance. I mean, it was they only won by a goal. But as I say, it was an uncomfortable trip for them, and that is really all we can ask for. The Icelandic boss is looking at Andreasen. If that didn't impress in that performance, I don't know what will. Turpenson, maybe not his greatest game in a Grindavik shirt, that one. But there we go. That will do it for today, guys. If you have enjoyed that, make sure you hit thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. I think what we'll do is we will come back. Lovren is a game we want to see. Do we want to see Dortmund away, which could be a bit messy, or do we want to see Real Sociedad at home? I think at home, we probably want to see that, don't we? So we'll come back. I'll play through the Dortmund game. Hopefully, for your sake, you don't miss a point or anything. I'd be shocked if we got it, but I would have been shocked. I said that last year against Benfica. And we'll come back for Lovren away, which is a massive chance for a point. And in terms of home games, Sociedad is probably our last best chance of that as well. So yeah, don't forget to go and nominate. Last chance to do that, your player of the year. And I'll see you next time for those 2 games in the Champions League. Take care.